morning everyone, myself Kanchan Paute. In previous lecture we will see a structure query language in database management system. Today we will see and we will also see structure query languages, okay? Insert, update and delete, okay? We will see DDL languages, that is nothing but the data definition language in SQL, okay? Today in DDL this all can be related with the tables, means we can create table, okay, insert data into the table and delete tables, okay. For deleting the table we use a delete for deleting the records present in the table we use a delete command, and for deleting the complete table we use a drop, okay, drop query, that is drop table name, okay. At the time of practical I will show you how to create a table into the database, okay, by using SQL, and how to insert data into the table, okay, by and how to display the records or table, okay, with the help of select star from table. We can display the records present into the table. Afterward, if we want to delete that table, complete table, then with the help of drop table name, we can drop that table. This is all about the DDL, okay. Afterward, if suppose we have to modify the data or table, then we use a alter or modify query, okay. Today we will see detail about the DML commands, okay. DML commands are nothing but the data manipulation language, okay. In SQL structure query language, the DML is nothing but the data manipulation language. Let me see detail about this DML. um, DML commands are nothing but the data manipulation language, or also we use a clauses in structure query language, that is from, with the help of from conditions, okay. And we also see that there are logical operators present in the DBMS. These are nothing but the and or, okay. Suppose two conditions are there, then we have to select the roll number and name, then we use a and logical operators, okay. Afterward, order by clause in ascending, suppose we have to arrange the customer salary into their ascending and descending order. Suppose we have to calculate highest salary of custom employee in particular organization, then first of all we have to arrange their salary into the ascending or descending order with the help of order by clause, okay. Now afterward we will see set operations, okay. To alter the table we use a set, okay. Select customer name from borrows, okay. And after we will see a union operator. For combination of two fields we use a union. Afterward we will see a except operation, that is minus operation, okay. These all concepts we will see into the previous lecture. Now currently we will see about the uh, query. Today we will see currently we will see about the nested queries, okay. A query within query is called as a nested query. Let me see detail about this nested query, okay. um, First of all, what is meant by nested query? See here, the query within query is called as a nested query, okay. um, Now there are set membership query and set comparison query, okay. Set membership query can set the membership. Set comparison query, okay. Now we will see about this query in detail, okay. See here, this can select distinct customer name from borrower tables, where customer name not in select customer name from depositor table, okay. Then we use a nested query. Here query within query is called as a nested query. We have to select a customer name from borrowers, and where the customer name not in select customer name from depositors, that type of customer we have to select. That's why for this purpose we use a query within query, or called as a nested query. Now we will see detail about the set comparison, okay. For comparison of set, we have already written query and got results which are been already depicted in figure, okay, in this above figure, okay. Now we will see the alternative way of writing same query is by using keywords Okay, SQL allows less than, some less than equal to, some greater than equal to, or some and less than greater than. Okay, some here again, some as identical to, in. Okay, not in. Let me see, select branch name. Okay, select branch name from branch where asset greater than sum. Okay, select asset from branch where branch city is equal to London. Okay, the result is shown here. The greater than sum comparison in the where clause of the outer select is true. Okay, if the asset value of the tuple is greater than at least one member of the set of all asset value for branch city London. Sometimes in place of some, the keyword any is synonymally used. Okay, in the above query, whenever a single value appear which is greater, dbms display the results. It never checks for the other value. If you want that dbms should check for all the value greater than asset, then keyword all is used. Okay, SQL shows less than all, less than equal to all, greater than equal to all and. Okay, not in. Okay, let us write the query for this. Um Find name of all branches that have an asset value greater than that of each branch in London. Okay, means we have to find the names of all branches that have asset value greater than that of each branch in London. Okay, then see here, for this purpose we use a following query, that is nothing but the select branch name from branch where assets is greater than all. Means select asset from branch where branch city is equal to London. First of all we have to select the asset from London. Okay, afterward we have to select the branch name from branch where asset is greater than equal to all. Okay, this query can select the branch name in London which are having the greater asset. Okay, now we will see at the time of execution of this query practically. Okay, the result is shown here. Just open SQL server and type this query. Okay, you are getting a result there. Okay, now we will see set cardinality. Okay, cardinality means what? Number of records present in the table is called as cardinality. Okay, as we already know, cardinality means the number of tuples, number of records or number of tuples available in a database. For example, the cardinality of relation depositor from figure 4.313 is a 5. Means in depositor table there are 5 records are present. Okay, cardinality means what? Number of records present in the table. Particular table is called as a, suppose in a student table there are 5 records. 5 records, for example name, roll number. Okay, these are nothing but the records of that particular 5 particular students. Then the cardinality of student table is nothing but the 5. Okay, now see here. For the test of absence of duplicate tuples, the keyword unique is used. Okay, the keyword returns value true. Okay, if the subquery consists of no duplicate value or tuples. Okay, now we'll see subquery also. Okay, subquery has in duplicate value. Let us see example. Find all customers who have at most one account at the Peasant Street branch. For this purpose we have to select T customer name from deposit at T, where unique select R customer name from account depositors as R, where R account number is equal to account number and account branch name is equal to Besant Street. Okay, see here, this is our output. Customer name is equal to Jill, which the Jill customer can satisfy above all conditions. Okay, that's why Jill is a output of our SQL query. Okay, this query will find the customer name from the table depositor and then search for the unique records in the account table. Okay, by checking specified conditions. Similarly, we can check for existence of duplicate tuples just by using keyword not unique. Okay, suppose we have to avoid uh, duplicate records from our table, then first of all we have to uh, see the duplicate duplicate tuples. Okay, then and then only it is possible to delete that duplicate tuples from our table. See here, formally the unique test on relation is defined as fail if relation contains two tuples, that is T1 and T2, such that T1 is equal to T2 or T1 or T2 is null. Okay, then the result of unique is true even if there are multiple copies of tuples, as long as one of the attribute of tuple is null. Now we'll see here aggregate function. Okay, aggregate functions means two or more than functions can be united. Okay, this is called aggregate function. See here, with the help of group by function, we group by clause we can unite the, or we can combine the functions. Okay, two or more than two functions into a single unit. Okay, with the help of group by. Okay, see here, these these operations are called aggregate functions because they operate on aggregate of tuples. Okay, they can aggregate of tuples by using group by clause. Okay, the result of aggregate function is a single value. Okay, whatever results or output of the these aggregate functions is nothing but the single value. The input to sum and average must be collection of numbers, but the other operators on collection of non-numeric data types such as string. Okay, find average amount balance of Adam Street's branch. Means suppose we have to find the average balance of Adam Street branch, then first of all we have to make a balance, group the balance. Okay, then we are getting average of that balance. Okay, that's why select average balance. We just we write this query into the SQL for selecting the balance, average balance of this street branch. That's why we have to fire this query in SQL, that is nothing but the select average balance from account table. Okay, select average balance from account where branch name is equal to Adam Streets, because branch name is given here, means we have to find the average account balance of this Adam Street branch. Okay, bank. Okay, bank situated or located at the Adam Street. Okay, that's why I fire this query in SQL structure query language, that is nothing but the select average balance from account where branch name is equal to Adam Streets. Okay, all the balance value and Adam Streets are added and divided by a total number of values from Adam Street, the result shown here. Okay, sometimes we have to apply aggregate function not only to a single tuple but for the for set of tuples also. Okay, this is specified using group by clause. The group by clause is used to form a group for same attribute and same values. Okay, means we use a group by clause to specify the uh, same attribute and same values. Okay, find the average account balance of each branch. For this purpose, see which query is used for finding the average account balance of each branch. Then select branch name comma average balance from account group by a branch name. Okay, this is a, this query is fired in SQL, then this will give us a output of average account balance of each branch. Okay, now see here, the result is shown here, branch name, and these are the, okay, the retention of duplicate is important in computing an average. Okay, if we eliminate duplicates then average may be wrong. Okay, if you want to eliminate duplicates then use distinct as keywords. Okay, suppose we have to eliminate the duplicate, then you have to use distinct keyword, but it is only prior to computing an aggregate function. Okay, find the number of depositors for each branch, select branch name. Okay, select branch name. Suppose we have to find the uh, number of depositors for a Dhanpadi branch, then we use this query, select branch name count, distinct count name from depositor group by branch name. Means count function is used to count the number of account balance in that branch. Okay, number of accounts. With the help of count function, distinct customer name. Okay, we can count the number of accounts in that in particular branch. Okay, now see here. At times, it is useful to state a condition that applies to groups rather than to tuples. Okay, for example, we might be interested only in branches where the average account balance is more than rupees 1000. Okay, this condition does not apply to a single tuple, rather it applies to each group constructed by group by clause. Okay, to express such a query we use a having clause. Okay, having clause of SQL predicates in having having clauses are applied after the formation of groups, so aggregate functions may be used. Now we will see detail about this having clause. Okay, um, having clause, sometimes it is essential to apply or to state the condition with group by. When condition is applied to group rather than tuple, having clause is used. Okay, list the branches where the average account balance is more than 6200. Means we have to list the branches where the average account balance is greater than 6200. For this purpose we have to fire the following query. See here, select branch name average balance from account group by branch name. Okay, having average balance greater than 6200. Okay, the result is here, Adam Street and Buzzard Street. Okay, this is a result of average with having clause. Okay, here are some examples. Okay, now see here, suppose we have to find the minimum and maximum account balance of each branch. Okay, for this purpose, see here, find the minimum and maximum account balance of each branch. Then see here, for this purpose we have to use following queries, that is nothing but the select branch name minimum balance. Means with the help of minimum functions we are calculating the minimum balance. Okay, means select branch name. Okay, each branch, no, that's why select branch name minimum of balance from account table group by branch name. Okay, this will give us the output or result like this. This query, when we fire this query, this can gives output like this: branch name Adam Street, expr 5000, William Street 2000, and Basant Street 20,000. Okay, this is a result of above query, that is select branch name minimum balance and from account group by branch name. Okay, now for maximum, see here, select branch name maximum balance from account group by branch name. Then this query will select this. Okay, this is a result of above query. Okay, note, if a where clause and having clause appear. Okay, where clause is applied for selecting where condition, having clause is applied for having condition. Okay, group by clause. Okay, having clause is used for group by. Okay, where and having. Okay, the having clause is a is then applies to each. Okay, each group. Okay, the group that satisfies the having clause. Okay, and if there are no having clause, the entire set satisfy the condition group by. Okay, find the average balance. Okay, for this purpose we have to select average balance from depositor customer account where depositor name is equal to uh, dash. Okay, and depositor account number is equal to account number, particular account number, and customer city is equal to London, group by depositor names, and having clause distinct account number. Okay, this is all about a having clause. Now we'll see advantages and disadvantages of this SQL. Okay, first of all we will see advantages of SQL. This is simplicity. Many problems can be expressed in SQL, structure query language. Okay, easily. Okay, that in lower level language. Okay, Completeness, the language is relationally complete. Okay, non procedurally, SQL DML are non procedural. Okay, data independence, SQL DML statements includes paths such as physical sequence, etc. Easy of extension, it can be easily extended by using these functions. Okay, this is all, these are all advantages of structured query language. And support for languages. Okay, support for high level languages and easy of extension. Okay, data independence are there, non procedurally, and completeness, simplicity, these are the advantages of structured query language. Now we will see case study, some case study of this structured query language. Consider the following entities and relationships. Okay, owner, address, car, these are the owner, address, car, these are the name of table can be shown into the box. Okay, and see here, address, name, license number. Okay, and these all are shown into the ellipse. These are nothing but these are nothing but the tuples. Okay, or uh, attributes of table. Okay, attributes, or it is also called as fields. Okay, these are the column, name of column. Okay, address, name, etc. Okay, and owner, car, these are the tables. Okay, owner and car are two relations given here. Okay, diagram with the given relationship. This is a entity relationship diagram of owner and car. Okay, the relationship is one to many. The primary key of relationships, one called a parent, added as a foreign key into the many called child. Relation, let's draw a relational database which shows here license relation owner is equal to relation car. Okay, now see, after this we should add some tuples into the table which will slower the written queries. Okay, let's write the queries. Okay, find the name of owner. uh, okay, find the name of owner is equal to Zen. Okay, um, Indica car. Okay, and name of car is equal to Indica. Okay, for this purpose we have to write the query. Select name, address, model from car. Okay, ascending owner as a where model is equal to 0 or model is equal to Indica. Okay, and insert record a car relation, insert into a car values 154 Maruti black. Okay, this query can insert a records into the car relation. Okay, insert into car. Okay, insert into car, car is nothing but the name of table, values 154 Maruti black. Okay, list all the models of owner, select model color from car, ask owner as. Okay, where name is equal to Mr. Shaw. To first now consider the following entities and relationship. Machine, M number, M type. Okay, this is nothing but a part. P number, P noun, and P dense. Okay, machine and parts are related with each other. See here, this is a one to one. This table can show the one to many relationship. Okay, now delete. Suppose we have to delete the all the uh, records. Then okay, delete all machines having particular fields. Okay, delete M type from machines where M type is equal to will. Okay, now we'll see the next query. List all the machines whose cost is greater than 1 lakh. Then select M name comma M cost from machine where M cost is greater than 1 lakh. Okay, this query can select the means we have to select the records the machine cost is greater than 1 lakh. Then for this purpose select M name means machine name where M cost from machines where M cost is greater than 1 lakh. Okay, now consider the following entities and relationship. Okay, see here, customer consists of customer number, name, address and quotations. Quotation number, descending amount quoted. Okay, customers and quotations are related one to many relationship. This is a one to many relationship. Okay, suppose query 1, list all the customers who are demanding for the quotation of washing machine. Then select name comma address from customer quotation where desk is equal to washing machine. Okay, and customer number is equal to quotation customer number. Okay, list all the customers who are demanding for the quotation of fridge. Then select name at comma address. Okay, this select query can select the name and address from customer table. Okay, and quotation where descending is equal to fridge. Okay, quotation where desk is equal to fridge and customer number is equal to quotation cust number. Okay, now see here, delete all the customers with detail with address London. Suppose we have to delete too many records are found in our table, then we have to delete with the help of delete statement. We can delete the records from our table, that is delete from customer where address is equal to London. Okay, see here, particular we have to delete only records present in the London. Then for this purpose we have to use delete star from customer where, okay, delete star from customer where address is equal to London. Okay, this query can delete the all the records present in the London city. Okay, next see a London country. Next, to print customer wise list of quotation, but only those quotation whose amount is greater than 5000. Then select name comma customer address descending amount quoted from customer quotation where amount quoted is greater than 5000. This is a query within query called as a nested query. Okay, quotation dot customer numbers. Okay, now see consider the following entities and relationship, that is company. Company is a name of table where the fields of this company table are nothing but the, or attributes of this company tables are nothing but the C product, C name, region and state. And branches table, branches is another table where the attributes of branches is nothing but the B product, city. Okay, and CID, these are the attributes of this second table. Now see here, company and branches are related to one to many relationship. Okay, create a relational database for the above and solve the following queries in MS Access, no, in Oracle. Okay, we use any database. Okay, in our syllabus query structure query language is there, that's why we have to make all these programs or all this query we have to solve on structure SQL. Okay, here we cannot consider C product and B product as primary keys. Okay, because the name can be duplicate, so let's add one more field called CID into relation company. Okay, see here, CID is nothing but the primary key. Primary key means for unique identification of data we use a primary key, means no two customers having the same ID. Okay, see here, query 1, list all cities having branch product S2, SO4 and SO3. Then select city B product from branches as B company as C, where B C ID is equal to CC ID and S2, SO4 and SO4 SO3. Okay, list of all states whose branch product is oleum. Then select state from branches as B company as C, where B C ID is equal to CC ID and B product. This query can return these results. Okay, this all query we have to see at the time of practical. See here, consider the following entities and relationship, that is teacher, T number. Here teacher, teacher test and E test, these three entities are there, and these three entities consist of attributes. Okay, where teacher table can consist of teacher number, teacher name and college name, departments. See here, and many to many relationships are between these all tables. And teacher test consists of T test, T number and E number. E test consists of E number and test name. Okay, see here, we have see here, consider the following entities and relationship, teacher, and test and teacher and e-test related with many to many relationship. Okay, now we have to create a relational database for the above and solve the following queries in SQL. Okay, see here. Query 1, give the name of teachers who have passed either set or net. Okay, means suppose we have to find a teacher names who are passing the set net. Okay, then select T name. For this purpose we have to select the teacher name who are passing set net. Then for this purpose we have to first of all select the name from teacher table. Okay, select T name, college name, T name, test name, department from teacher table as T E test as E teacher test as R, where R dot test number is equal to T dot T number and R dot E number is equal to E dot E number, and test name is equal to set or test name is equal to net. Okay, set net. This query can gives a output or gives a results the name of teacher who are passing the um, set and net exam. Okay, now see here query 2, count the number of teachers who passed a set. Suppose we want to count the number of teachers who passed a set exam for computer science. Then select T number or T name from teacher table where department number is equal to computer science, and select T name from teacher test query 2a e test where teacher dot T number is equal to teacher dot test T number, and e test dot E number is equal to relate dot E number, and test dot T number is equal to set. Means this query can gives us a result of teacher who are passing the number of this query can gives us a number of teachers who are passing the set exam given from the computer science department. Okay, now delete all teachers details of physics department. Then for this purpose we have to use delete teacher name from teacher table where department is equal to physics. This query can delete the all teachers who are working in physics department. Okay, suppose we have to delete the particular department data, then this query is used to delete teacher name from teacher where department is equal to physics. Okay, this query will gives results or gives output. Okay, deleted all teachers present in a physics department. Okay, uh, at the time of practical I will show you how to run this query on SQL server. Okay, we have to see the 20 SIPs under a Pune University. Okay, I will show you how to solve this first 20 slips. Okay, consider the following entities and relationship. Country and populations are related to one another in this relationship. Okay, now this is all about a structure query language. Okay, uh, now these are the some case study. Okay, here we have to solve such type of query in DBMS database management system, that is consider the following entities and relationship game. Okay, for this purpose we have to create a game table, player table, and into the game table okay, create table name, create table game. G number is equal to integer, G name is equal to character, and number of players is equal to counts are there, that's why integer, and coach name is equal to name varchar. Okay, and captain name, that's why varchar data types is used. Okay, this is all about the game. Afterward player, we have to create a player table. Player table consists of two tuples or two attributes in it, that is nothing but the p number and p name. Afterward, game and players are related with many to many relationships. Okay, create a relational database for above and solve the following queries. Okay, in SQL. See here, by just write this code on SQL server, then this will gives us a output of above query, that is select p name, G name from game as G, player as P, GP as R, where p dot p number is equal to R dot p numbers. Okay, this can returns a results of above query. Now see here, just apply your own logic and solve these queries. Okay, consider the following entities and relationship. Okay, um, see here, list the name of suppliers and items name position generated on the 13th September. First of all, we have to create the tables by using these given conditions into the questions. By using this case studies question, we have to create the tables. Afterward, we have to solve the queries related to that question. Okay. Now, see here. Consider the following relational database contains leaves, works, located in, and manager. Okay, these four tables are present in this relational database. Now we have to create this four table first of all in SQL by using create table statement. Create table leaves. Okay, person name is equal to varchar, street is equal to varchar, and city is equal to varchar. Work person name is equal to varchar, company name is equal to varchar, salary into the float. Okay, and located in the company name varchar, city varchar. Okay, manager person name is equal to varchar and manager name is equal to varchar. Okay, and we have to first of all we have to create these four tables into the SQL, and we have to work on these four tables with the help of following queries. Okay, just you can apply your own logic and create the table, and just okay, here are some query. Find the name of sailors who have reserved red and green boat. Okay, now this is all about a structure query language. Okay, um, see here, count the number of doctor visited. First of all we have to consider the following relational database: doctor, hospital. Okay, in doctor, doctor number, d name, address, city, hospital, age, number, name, street, city. Okay, we have to create table and we have to apply this query as per the given condition. Count number of doctors visited to a Washington Hospital on 1st March 2003. Then select count distinct D number from hospital docked hospital where docked hospital H number is equal to hospital H name. Okay, and name is equal to Washington Hospital and date is equal to 1 March. Okay, just write this code into the SQL server and this can gives a particular appropriate result condition applied on. Okay, this by firing this query or by writing this query in SQL server, this can use a uh, required results. Okay, uh, now this is all about the consider the following database: retrieve the birth date and address of John B, then select B date address from employee where F name is equal to John and minute is equal to B. Okay, okay, this all about SQL structure query language. Okay, we have to solve these all queries. Retrieve the name of each employee who has a department with the name, first name and same sex as employee. Then select EF name, E name from employee where ESSN in, select ESSN from department. Okay, okay, these all queries we have to see. Okay, at the time of practical, and you solve your own. Okay, there are some practice question also. I will give you assignment. Okay, just solve this assignment and submit me in our college. Okay, remaining part we will see into the next lecture, that is fifth chapter. Okay, this is all about a structure query language. If you are having any doubt, just write into the comment box. Okay, remaining part we will see into the next lecture. Thank you.